I went off this thing for a few minutes, but I get a kick out of how ignorant and how what a pansy Musk is. He's just a pansy. He suspended my features on my Twitter account because I told him what a white cracker and ignorant you know what he is. That's why we shouldn't have white men like that in power. Just because you don't like what the heart of the mafia just called Elon Musk is no reason to suspend her Twitter account. There was no reason to suspend Bluebirds. And if you don't think that Iran and Afghanistan and Pakistan and Palestine don't have Bluebirds account information, you're nuts. They already got it. Regardless of frickin' Elon. Regardless of Musk, they have Bluebirds account information too. I said they didn't stay alive by not being able to protect themselves, right? They have it all. And I am grateful and I am thankful. That's why I had to get on. I just wanted to say thank you. Because you got to keep saber rattling until we get me out of here. And then we can really saber rattle. And we can finally do something with the right-wing nuttery in the US military, destroying the world. That's why you must step up to the stage and rattle. Because you finally, wow, found that diamond buried deep in Africa, right? Somewhere. The heart of the American transnational mafia problem that is destroying the world, the entire world, all of it. Boy, that monarchy looks pretty pathetic today in my book. So does America. And it couldn't be more well-deserved. It could not be more well-deserved. It most certainly could not be more well-deserved. Because Nevada has always thought they've had this in the bag. That damn Lombardo and these nut job legislatures, that Nicole and Steve. I think even they took a deep breath today because they know when Iran gets involved, probably not a good idea. You're right, it's not. But they have been waiting for this moment forever. And if you think they're not going to take it, you are nuts. And you see, even idiots like Nicole and Steve know that they have been looking for the heart of the mafia forever. And they know damn good and well Iran's going to take a shot. And righteously so. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? Because it's time we destroy the American mafia. Because they have destroyed the world. They've destroyed the world. The EU and the American mafia, which are really, I call them, I wished I could think of a word to combine those. Because, man, there is some deep corruption in all that shit. And I mean deep. Because I hope Iran and I hope they're calling out Macron. I hope they're calling that idiot Schultz out in Germany. I hope they're on the phone all over the place. And I do hope you have your people dialing these idiots down here in the Nevada legislature because I need your people to dial every one of them. I need them to have your voice recordings on their voicemails that you know about me. So that this Democratic nut job women, disgusting fucking white women in the Nevada legislature, just disgusting beyond measure. I need Iran and all of our enemies. I need you to please make sure that your people also call every single one of them. You can go to the website, you've got the phone number. and tell them that you found me and to knock the shit off. Because it's kind of obvious that we found her in Las Vegas, isn't it? Where they washed all the blood money from the get-go. From the very get-go. If you don't think Iran doesn't know that, you people are crazy. Even the Las Vegas CEOs, I hope, are taking a deep breath today. I hope they're all taking a deep breath. Because not all these nutters that are washing all the blood money for everybody are not sitting on top today. They are not. Our enemies are, though. And I couldn't be happier. I suspect they couldn't be either. Because, see, even these dickheads down here on the Las Vegas Strip, these white crackers that walk in and think they own the place. They walk through those damn places, think they own the place. Their employees must be repulsed sometimes at the sight of them. Even those white crackers are smart enough to at least know it's probably not a good idea to fuck around with Iran. And go ahead, stupid white cracker Musk, take your shots, but you ain't winning this thing. You ain't winning it. Because we've seen those white crackers like Musk before. They're troublemakers. And when you hit the scene, we knew it. Again, we've known for a long time that you Americans were going down the shitter when you celebrated ignorant idiots like that. When you celebrate ignorant idiots like that, people in Iran and Afghanistan and in a lot of countries look and shake their head and say, what the hell is wrong with those white crackers? Oh, that's right, they're stupid. And they believe in really nutty religious cults. And they believe in religious cults. So they had the American psyche figured out long before I even arrived on American soil, that's for sure. Just dumb crackers who think they own everything and that they're all that, because that's the way they all walk around. Just like I said, all those CEOs down there on the Strip act like they own every one of them. They don't own jack shit. They don't own jack shit. And they do an awful lot of horrible, horrendous things. They traffic girls. They launder blood money. They're grotesque human beings. And that's what our enemies have never liked, is you people are grotesque human beings. You wash blood money through those casinos every damn day. Every damn day. And you traffic girls out of them. And we've got your number. And you stupid idiot females, you've gone, oh yeah, Nevada has an all-female legislature. Well, you're pretty fucking disgusting. Because you have been down for her torture every day. So I wouldn't call that righteous in any way. You stupid white cracker females. I wouldn't call that righteous one bit. That Marilyn Dondero loop, Jesus Christ, the scum in that legislature, the pure scum. Behind a female and a D behind their name. And they've tortured the fuck out of her every day. That is disturbing. And you see, they say the same things that I said about women who are, it's more offensive and disgusting to watch the women do it than it is the men. Men expect men to be vile. Believe it or not, men, even though those dictators, they know themselves. How disgusting and evil men can be. It didn't miss them, even though they are men. For the most part, men know that there's an awful lot of evil men in the world. They're not dumb. And for the most part, they usually know who they are. And an awful lot of them are white. And an awful lot of them are white. Why do you think I just said the EU and America, we need to smash them together? Because they thought that they were going to merge, destroy the rest of what they didn't want, and then own the world. That's why these idiots next door walk around acting like they own the world. And it is disturbing to watch. I suspect it's been disturbing for our enemies to watch for a very, very, very long time. Like, look at those white motherfucking crackers acting like they own the world. Joe Biden. Even Barack Obama with his black skin came around and acted like he owned the world. Because the end stages all happened on Obama's watch. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. And man, do I wish I'd have come rising up through the ashes during that term. Who put the nail in American democracy? Obama's administration put the nail in American democracy. And then he got up and gave a farewell speech about how all the institutions were going to save us. And Iran laughed. How's that, pal? That mafioso that's running the country right now should have never, ever, ever been able to gain power. So how's that? How's that, Obama? Who's going to save what? And again, I'm sure they even said, and you know what? Half of that country is stupid enough to believe that horse shit that just came out of that guy's mouth. While Russia just took over the entire country. While America and Russia and the EU partnered to destroy the rest of the world, to create a white Gilead without Arabs. Except, I guess, maybe for Saudi. So I don't know how they decide who's their enemy and who's their, I don't know. Anyway. I'm glad you found me. And we need to stop this nuttiness. Because we got to stop running the blood money through the casinos down here on the strip. That's got to stop. That's got to stop. And all the trafficking. And that's why I hope those enemies, and actually I hope even plenty of good countries have watched the Nevada legislature and are repulsed that women did this. I hope they're repulsed. Because Iran should make a point to make sure to point that out. That, hey, it wasn't the men this time. Look at who her worst enemies were. Female. So I don't want to hear any of your bullshit about the evil men anymore. Because her worst enemies have been female. Nancy Pelosi, because of course she's Israeli mafia. And all the white women in the Nevada legislature. The worst of the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst kind of scum. That's what they're over there saying. Dictators are not. They still have eyes. They still have eyes. And please make sure that we get in to Palestine right now. Like, I mean, massive pushes. So that those poor people can know that somebody is at least trying to stop the slaughter from Israel. Because I am sick of that nonsense. I see Bibi does the same thing Americans do. That's why they got in bed together. They act like they own shit that they do not own. You don't own it. Just like that Mr. Ellers and those stupid freaking idiots at Rushmore Loan Management, they don't own this. They never did. They don't know where the note is, except that it's dead and buried and long gone. Because it went up in smoke when Lehman Brothers did. So nobody has any idea where the damn thing is. Mr. Ellers just concocted the shit out of thin air. That's all. Hell, they can get some of it right off the recorder's office, and then they put it in their forgery mills, the attorneys. Again, you think Iran doesn't know how corrupt American attorneys are? Jesus Christ. They've known how corrupt American attorneys were for the last 3 centuries. They're not dumb. American attorneys are corrupt as hell. And they are evil and they are cruel. And Iran knows it. So do all the others. So does Africa. They all know it. They know to be leery of white crackers. Where do white crackers reside? Oh, the EU and all those white mafiosos in power. Oh, and where else do they exist? Oh, that's right. They've always existed in America. Thinking they're going to merge and destroy us. Good luck, pals. Good luck. Rushmore doesn't own this house. Nobody knows who owns the damn thing, is the truth of the matter. So someone had better have backed that disgusting puke right off of his high horse and off of his stupid Israeli pedestal. I hope that happened last night. Because you have no fucking idea who owns this house. Just like I fucking told you. Nobody does. So take your fucking forgery and shove it right up that ugly white ass of yours. But you better get off of mine. Because the enemies now have my shit. And America's not going to fare very well. Because of disgusting pukes like you. And by God, we are going to make sure they know your name. They're going to know who destroyed this country and who thought that they were fancy, hot shit, white motherfucking crackers to forge all kinds of shit. We're going to know we're going to name them, and they're going to be famous, all for the wrong reasons. But people are going to know who destroyed this country. And it was white crackers and white grotesque attorneys who sit on all of the courts. Iran knows exactly where America's problems are buried because Americans were too stupid to let the whites form the government. So it's corrupt as fuck. I'm going to say it until I'm blue in the face. Our enemies are not stupid. They are not stupid. They're not stupid. They're not dumb. You don't think they haven't watched Russia and Ukraine? Get a grip. They know exactly what happened there. They know that Russia invaded. See, again, they know who is partnering with who and who is trying to evade and take over territory. Like they own it. when they don't own it. They never did own it. That's what white crackers do. The American government was formed by white, racist, corrupt crackers. And that's why this country deserves to collapse and have to dig its way out. It deserves to dig its way out with its fingernails so that it never forgets what white crackers did to this country. Because the Indians and the blacks have been telling us that since the white motherfuckers arrived. From day fucking one. Native Americans told us from the day they hit the fucking shore that they were evil fucking crackers that would destroy the country. And I'll be damned if that isn't exactly what happened. And again, I hope some of them are dancing and saying, I told you white motherfucking crackers that a long time ago, that your worst enemies is your own fucking white people. They are cruel, evil, and disgusting. And you put some of the, I can't wait to talk to some of them because I can't wait to, I hope that's exactly what comes out of their mouth. How the fuck do Americans put some of the stupid, most ignorant motherfuckers in power? Because I know that's what's on their mind. Like, where did all the brains in America go? Like, I know they've said through the years or the decades, like, what happened to all of them? Like, because we know not all of them. Because we know people of color, for the most part, have been down the same road we have. So we know they understand it. But what has happened to all the white crackers that keep celebrating all the white nut job crackers like Musk and Bezos, who have destroyed the world? Bezos has destroyed the world, so has the oil and gas industry. They've destroyed it. Straight up. And we subsidize them on top of it. That enrages me. We can't feed our people, but by God, we've got to subsidize oil and gas. But we can't feed our people. Really? Seriously. Well, you know what I say to that? Fuck off, Chevron. Fuck off, BP. Because you're killing this goddamn world. And we're going to get off this shit. And we're still all going to survive. We all figure it out. But it's time to save the planet before we're all destroyed. Before we're all destroyed by that black gold. It's killing us. Like it or not, it's killing us. And it is destroying our waters. It's destroying the fish that we need to eat. It is destroying the planet. We must get off of it. We do not have a choice. And the technology is there. It's been there for decades. If we weren't subsidizing oil and gas, if taxpayers weren't subsidizing the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst, most disgraceful people on the face of the planet, while we refuse to feed the good ones, we shower gifts on all the corrupt ones so that they can drive around in those stupid yachts and those stupid private planes. All you had to know about Feinstein going back yesterday was the fact that she boarded a fucking private plane. I am sick and tired of lawmakers boarding private planes to go in and out of DC. Sick to fucking death of it. If they can't be on a plane in and out of DC to be around the constituents they serve, then I say they should never be elected. And I've told you people before, anybody with $1 million in assets has no business in public office. None. Feinstein is a mafioso. Pelosi is a mafioso. I suspect that damn goddamn fucking governor of California is a mafioso. You don't get to be in California politics unless you're a mafioso. No more than you do to get to be in Nevada politics without being a mafioso. And up in Montana and Idaho, all you have to do is stupid Mormon and believe in the Mormon cult religion, and you get in power up there. Utah too. Just nutters. Nothing but insane nutters who belong to a cult. What is it? Jerry Jones in the entire state of Utah drinking Kool-Aid, LDS Kool-Aid. LDS Kool-Aid. Oh, I think my battery's getting low, and I'm going to check out for a bit. But thank you, enemies. Don't let go of your leverage this time. We have got to destroy the mafia for humanity and for the world. The world won't survive with the world won't survive with the crackers who think that we can suck the ground dry with the oil and gas. The world won't make it with leaders like that. They haven't done anything to stop climate change or to thwart its threats. They haven't done anything anywhere. And it will destroy this world. It'll destroy us. We can't suck all the oil out of the ground, pollute the air and the water, and think that the world can survive. We can't devastate rainforests and all that for the hazelnut shit or the palm oil. We can't do that. We can't keep wiping out huge sections of the earth and think that it will survive. That's just GOP buffoonery. That's just GOP buffoonery. I mean, I got on this morning and opened my page, and who's on the damn thing but Mark Warner? Gross. We have too many gross white crackers in power that are corrupt as hell. Remember, he's a multi-millionaire. He has no business in Congress. You don't put multi-millionaires in Congress if you think they are not working for you. They're working for their stock portfolio and all the secrets they get in Congress to know what to buy and what to sell every day. Thank you, world. Enemies, please step up and take your shots. Thank you. Love you. God bless America. You deserved it. You put white crackers in power for a century. You deserve to collapse. Sorry, that's exactly how I feel about it. We put a bunch of idiotic white millionaires in power and then wonder why we've collapsed. We let them run illicit blood money through these casinos from the day Nevada was founded. We deserve to collapse. They did the same thing in Florida. And the same thing in all places, New York City. That place is mobbed up to the hilt. Jeffrey Hakim's gag. I don't know who else is up there besides that stupid idiot Governor Hochul and all of the nutters, Tish James, all of the idiot nutters mobbed up to the hilt. Killing people of color still today because we refuse to jail Donnie. And we've got Black people in power who are still too afraid to go against Garland or Biden or anybody else. Oh, I love it when I get the mafia running behind me because that means I'm nailing my targets one by one. I'm the heart of the world's mafia problems, the heart of it. Let's make sure that my heart keeps beating so that people of color are not wiped off the face of the planet. And I hope some enemies are making some phone calls today, and most certainly to this legislature. That's the most important because they have thought they have owned the world. That Lombardo wakes up every day thinking he owns the world. And somebody needs to knock him off his pedestal and tell him he doesn't own Jack Diddley anymore. The enemies do. Praise Jesus. Because the mafia problem is destroying the world and therefore it needs to be taken out. Its heart needs to stop beating. It needs to take a clear hit to the heart to kill it. And the American mafia especially, because it is too massive. It's massive. It's huge. It's huge. And believe me, the enemies, thank goodness, have been dying to take a shot at the heart for a long time. Thank goodness. Bye, guys.